Are you gonna be in here while I do it? Because I'm gonna feel weird.
I'll go out in the other room.
Who are you waving at?
Your fans.
God, I don't know how to start vlogs. For 7 days, I will be attempting the No Waste Challenge. For those of you who don't know what the No Waste Challenge is, it is a challenge where for 7 days you collect every piece of trash. So anything that you cannot recycle, anything you cannot reuse, and anything you cannot compost. And you collect it all in a jar like this one. Additionally, I have a little setup. So I've got a reusable tin straw so that I don't have to use any plastic straws. I have my backpacking spork so I don't have to use any plastic utensils if that comes up to it. And I also have reusable bamboo chopsticks. So I'm hoping that between those, I won't have to use anything that's trash. So the reason I'm doing the No Waste Challenge is I'm taking an awesome class on climate change, and through that class I have learned a lot about the environment and humans' impact on the environment and how important it is that we do work to reduce our consumption and reduce our waste for future generations. Let's go. Hey, it's the morning of day 2. And I have an empty jar, but I think some of my tea bag actually might be waste. I don't know if I can recycle this string or compost it. I know I can recycle these little tips, and I know the tea bags can be composted. And I'm using my reusable Starbucks cup. And then the wrappings from the tea bags are recyclable. I googled it so that my city, I checked their little sheet, and went on their website, and my city does accept covered plastics, so that's awesome that I can recycle those. That's still really hot. So the first thing that I have that is like my proudest sustainability thing is this awesome blanket right here. It is the most comfortable, wonderful comforter in the whole world. The outside is made out of sustainably sourced eucalyptus fiber and wood pulp. So there was no deforestation, things like that involved. And it's not like a fake synthetic material on the outside that usually is harmful for the environment. As well as because it's eucalyptus fiber, it repels odor and stains, so you don't have to wash it as frequently, which is awesome because then you're not using that energy and water and things like that. It's also filled with polyester, but the polyester is made from recycled water bottles. So it's like a completely eco-friendly, no impact blanket, which is awesome. Plus it's like regulates temperature really well, so like parts of it stay cold but you stay warm, so you can like keep finding cold spots, which I personally love a lot. So it's the greatest comforter in the whole world. So I just made my first piece of trash. It is the little seal from the top of a peanut butter jar, and I'm making my lunch for the day, and I want crunchy peanut butter. And so I opened that jar and I realized I hadn't opened it before, so there it is. My first real piece of trash. So I've done some Googling, and I don't think string can be recycled. Maybe it's like compostable, but I haven't seen anything on it, so I am gonna consider it trash and put it in my trash jar. So I wanted a nice coffee, and so I went to Starbucks to get a nice coffee, but I forgot my reusable cup. So I bought a new reusable cup. So I have 3 now, I think. Oh, it is so worth it. But the straw came in a plastic little tubey thing. So that's my 3rd piece of waste. So I wanted a quesadilla, and I used the last 2 tortillas that were in the bag, and I didn't want that bag to be waste or trash. So I was like, how could I reuse this bag? I present to you Skylar's famous homemade tortillas. Famous to my roommate Callie.
On camera taste test?
Yeah.
Here, let me Gordon Ramsay this.
What are you?
An idiot quesadilla.
Good job.
Okay. Hello. It is Monday night, so that's day 2. I'm just gonna check in for tonight. I now have technically 4 pieces of trash. I have the top of a little peanut butter jar, like the little seal, and then I have 2 strings from my tea bags this morning, and then I have a plastic wrapper that contained the reusable straw I purchased at Starbucks because I wanted iced coffee. Yeah. I will check back in tomorrow. See ya. Hey, I forgot to check in at all yesterday because I'm garbage. Say hi, Hope.
He is garbage, but we love him.
Thanks. Anyway, so here's my waist. It is now Wednesday. I think the only thing I've added since I last checked in actually was a gum wrapper that I added this morning. And it was just, I just really wanted gum, you know? It's hard. It's a hard life. Currently, I forgot to bring a knife to cut up my apples, so I am biting chunks off of it and dipping into peanut butter. Y'all remember that reusable salad container? Peanut butter cup. Reusable tray. See? No waste isn't that hard, y'all. Hey, it's been a minute since I vlogged because I'm terrible at this. I don't know how anyone ever does it. It's now Saturday morning. Well, Saturday afternoon. Todd and I came up to campus to run a Table for N circle at the suicide prevention or suicide awareness walk. Yeah. One of those. Now I'm gonna sneeze. But we wanted to get our iced coffee today, and so I have 2 reusable cups. So Todd and I used reusable cups for coffee today. I am trying to vlog. I'm sorry, I'm dying. And now Ogden City is doing, or the artisan group in Ogden is doing an event for Earth Day today, and they have reusable bags that you can decorate with natural dyes, like made out of carrots and beets and things like that. I'm just gonna back in here, it's fine. I think it was the oven. Oh, it was the oven.
Are you trying to steal books from the library?
Yes! Anyway, so we're gonna go down there and we're gonna make some reusable bags and decorate them, and I think it's gonna be really cute. Fun little Earth Day activity. And then we're off. Okay, bye, Todd. How's it going, Todd?
Great. I'm easily entertained if you couldn't tell.
See, look, they're good for the Earth and for entertaining boyfriends. Amazing. So I wasn't able to thanks. Todd's here too. I wasn't able to film anything while we were making the bags just because it was like a really small space and there was a lot of people. But essentially you just took, they had like flowers and rhubarb leaves and onion skins, coffee grounds, and they had little handmade like produce bags or like reusable grocery bags. And you took it and you painted some kind of white, they called it like mortar. I don't think that's like actually what it is, but some kind of chemical on it. And then you just put all of your plants that you chose to dye with on there in like whatever pattern, and then you just rolled it up really, really, really tight, and then you leave it with them for like 45 minutes. So since we have to check back in 45 minutes to an hour just because there's a wait, we're gonna get food. And I went to the bathroom to wash my hands, and Todd ordered us water, and he forgot to ask for no straws, so this is more waste today. And then also the little, I think I can recycle the paper thing from the napkin, but I think my napkin is going to be waste. But honestly, not bad for today, so. Called out. Here is my reusable produce bag that Todd and we went and made those. I dyed it with, the yellow is from a marigold flower, and the green is actually from purple onion skins, which is really cool. Okay, it is now Sunday, which means it has been 7 days trying to create as little waste as possible, and this is my jar. Honestly, the beginning of the challenge was really easy. It was at the forefront of my mind. Everything I did, it was like, no waste, no waste, no waste. On Sunday, I was able to go completely waste-free. It was the only day I did 0 waste. And then as the week progressed and like my normal schedule took over, it got really hard and a lot of times I forgot. Like when I went out to lunch and this cup was used.
So as far as waste goes, this is a cup from lunch, and then the wrappings from my sandwich that had too much food on them, and so I couldn't recycle any of that. This is the paper from a napkin wrapping. It has some kind of glue on it, and so I think that's why I can't recycle it. I wasn't sure, and I'd rather not risk an entire set of like contaminate an entire thing of recycling. Next was this plastic. This is the plastic that my reusable straw came in. The straw that came with my reusable Starbucks cup. And then I have the top of that peanut butter, 2 strings from my tea. I didn't have any more tea, and then 1 gum wrapper and part of a Parmesan cheese packet that I haven't actually finished yet. So I have a little bit of Parmesan cheese left. 7 days creating as little waste as possible. I don't think this is bad. I think this is pretty solid. I think I did a pretty good job. I feel pretty good about it. So
Now that the challenge is over, I'm like relieved because I'm not as stressed about focusing, like doing my entire life zero waste. But there's a lot of parts of my life that I think are just natural habits now, like using my reusable bags more, being aware of the trash that I create and just like having that in the front of my mind. I think that's something that I'm hopefully going to be able to keep doing moving forward. And just like being, like I said, being aware of the trash that I'm using and looking for ways to reduce that impact and to use less. And it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, so long as I remembered and had that thought. And so I'm hoping that this kind of built some of those habits into my mind and that it won't be hard for me to continue with my life reducing waste. I doubt that I could be zero waste, especially going from regular life to zero waste overnight. I think is impossible, but now that I've experienced it a little bit more, it's like, cool, I feel comfortable or like spending the money to buy more reusable bags, more produce bags, reusable utensils. Like my toothbrush is made of plastic and I want to wear a bamboo toothbrush, and like not using plastic wrap anymore and things like that. And so I'm really glad I did the challenge and I feel pretty good. I feel like I did fairly well and I had a lot of fun, and a lot of people that I talked to that I said I was doing this challenge, they were all very supportive and like impressed, and it was really cool to be like, yeah, this is the challenge I'm doing, this is why, and I think it's a big deal, and to be able to share my passion through that was really cool. So thank you for the opportunity, thanks for watching, and I hope that you feel empowered to try the zero waste challenge and to reduce your waste as much as you can. Hit me up on Instagram at @TheRealSkylarHudson. Thanks, bye.